Ready to make a difference? This is the Palm Harbor Chamber of Commerce podcast, where we connect you with the stories behind our local businesses.
Welcome to the Palm Harbor Chamber podcast. I'm your host, Kurt Rhodes, and guess who I have today?
Hi guys, Kim Bulinsky from Two Kids Promo.
Woo! That's good stuff, man. Took the words right out of my mouth, so well done. Nice to have you here today.
Thank you
So
for
let's
having
kind
me.
of dive right into it. Let's talk about Kim. Who is Kim? What do you do?
I do...
Kids, families, husbands, all that good stuff. I should say husband.
Yeah,
My
just
bad.
one. Just one this whole time. But I do many things. I'm originally from New Jersey. Most of you know that. And if you don't know that, you can absolutely tell. Moved down to Florida in 2010 because I don't like snow. And so here we are. It doesn't snow here, and I love that for me.
You don't like to shovel it every single day.
Shovel it and then go take a shower and change and go back and then have to shovel it again because you got plowed in. Hard pass.
Okay.
So here we are. You don't have to shovel sunshine.
That's right. Just absorb it.
I have 2 kids, obviously. I hope everybody would gather that by the name of my company. My daughter, Shay, yes, she is named after Shea Stadium. She is 12 years old, and she is delightfully a teen. Okay. And my son, Andrew, just turned 10 last week, and I fully cried on his 10th birthday because my baby isn't
Double
a baby
digits.
anymore.
So he's in what?
Fourth
grade,
Yep.
and she's in
7th.
6 or 7. Okay.
Yeah, so they both go to Our
Locally?
Lady of Lourdes down in Dunedin.
Lady of Lourdes. Okay.
And
awesome.
They love it. They've been there since they were each 4. And we do the things. I volunteer for pretty much everything you can volunteer for because I have problems saying no. We have our fall festival coming up in a few weeks. It's my favorite event of the year, so I'm very excited to spend 4 days on a field in the heat. It's great.
Well, the weather's starting to change a little bit, so
it's going to be great. My husband's a truck driver. Many of you also know that. He's a concert tour truck driver, so he goes on tour with bands all the time. He's currently on Chris Brown, in case anybody's a big Chris Brown fan.
Right.
That's who he's with right now. He's in California.
And how long have you guys been together?
Since 2005.
Okay.
So the beginning of time,
20 years.
Really. Yes,
It's
20
been,
years. Been a
awesome. You got 2 great kids, family, the whole 9 yards.
house. Look at us being whole adults.
Right?
Who'd have thought way back in the 90s? Like we were talking about before we started recording.
Yeah. What else is we don't know about Kim?
I don't know if there's much we don't know about Kim. Kim is a big mouth. Kim talks a lot.
Kim talks a lot. I will guarantee, I will agree with you. I should use the right words.
Fully. I am a dance mom. Many people know that. Shay's a competitive ballerina. Andrew plays football for the North Pinellas Panthers. And
so you're a busy mom.
That's my thing.
You're a busy mom.
Yep.
So you got pretty much a really tight schedule.
Yeah.
For being part of the chamber.
I have a very color-coded calendar.
Your own business, being a wife, being a mom. Yeah. That's great. Kudos to you.
Thank you.
Kudos to you.
It's a very, very scheduled. It's scheduled chaos, is what I like to call it.
Yeah. As we call it sometimes, controlled chaos.
Exactly.
But scheduled chaos is also. So let's kind of switch gears. Let's talk about your business. When it started, what kind of clients you're looking for, the whole gamut.
So, Two Kids Promotional Products is 3 years old.
Okay.
And I started it because I apparently love branded merchandise, and I am the t-shirt lady to everybody.
Okay.
So I started in promotional products in 2005. So I've been in promo for 20 years. It is all I know. I know it a little too well. I started a lot on the production and the supplier side, so I worked on the factory floors. Okay. I saw how things were printed. I understand why you can and can't print things certain ways. So I like to educate my clients. When I tell you I can't do this, I don't say no. I say, I can't do this. This is why. Here's what I can do, because I'm a problem solver.
So let's stop you right there. So the people that are watching, they're going to probably say, okay, well, let's just take a t-shirt, for example. How can you turn a t-shirt into a better t-shirt versus, you know what, I can't do that because there's always some things I would think you can do and you can't do. Is that correct?
Yes.
So try to give examples out there so they can kind of visually have an idea of what Kim does and what she can and can't do.
Got it. Well, so technology has improved our industry significantly over the past, I want to say even 5 years, especially with t-shirt printing, because they've come out with a technology called direct-to-film. So what that is it's a heat transfer, but it's not, I tell everybody, it's not the Cricut heavy, you feel it on your body kind of heat transfer. It's a thinner, more screen printed feel than a traditional heavy vinyl transfer. And what that has allowed us to do, where your logo might be 10 colors and you're a landscaping company and you have 5 guys and you need 5 t-shirts. Previously with screen print, the cost for burning the screens, the labor to actually print them, it would make each t-shirt $50. And you're a small business, right? Nobody wants to spend $50 on a t-shirt.
Right.
Well, with this new printing technology, I can heat press you one t-shirt and it's $15. So it's really improved the cost effectiveness and the ability to really give clients what they're looking for versus these are your hard limitations.
Well, if you look at old t-shirts 10, 20 years ago, right? You know, it felt like you could, like if you have a print on the front, right? And it was like a square. You could feel the square around your stomach and around your chest.
And it was
right?
the heavy 6-ounce cotton. And it was like, you just sweated.
But now you have more of a polyester. You have different materials. Those different materials, did that help using that, I guess, paint, if you will? Now it's a lot thinner.
It is a lot
thinner. To make
thinner.
it a lot easier.
Yeah.
You don't use as much, so it's cheaper.
Exactly.
And technology's all tied in together.
Yeah. Technology, as much as sometimes technology ruins things, technology also has definitely improved our printing capabilities.
It's got some benefits.
The inks have thinned out. They're still, your screen print inks are still plastisol inks. They're plastic based, but they're not the heavy ink that you from 10, 20 years ago.
Right.
And
you got to get peeled away and you'd be like, wow, it looks like it's like a half-inch thick.
oh, and I could spot them from like 40 yards. I'm like, oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, right.
But the
that's a perfect client for you, by the way.
yes, love that. Yeah, it's like, come here, let's talk about your t-shirt. They have come out with different fabrics. The hot new trend is tri-blends. It's a cotton poly rayon. They're 4.3 ounce. They're super light. They're super what you're buying at retail. So you're not just getting the promo t-shirt that you used to get back in the day. They were all the same style. They were heavy. They were ugly. They were uncomfortable. They were itchy. Now, the same shirt you're buying at retail, I can print. And the brands that you're getting at retail, I can print. So it's really opened things up.
Do you work from home?
I do.
Okay, so you have your printing there, or you use a third-party source?
Both.
Okay, you do both.
So I do pressing in-house, but when I get to a certain volume, then I have a trusted screen printer that I use over in Tampa, and they do great work for me. I've used them for years. So it's kind of a little bit of both. I decide on the number where I am in production. I'm like, we're going to farm that out.
So obviously doing promotional items, you have everything pretty much from A to Z, from, say, Yeti cups to shirts to hats. I mean, the list goes on. Keychains. I mean, I could just sit here for 20 minutes and talk about it. But what is kind of your bigger items that you kind of sell to the public?
So I am fully known for apparel. Everybody comes to me for, Kim, we need t-shirts, Kim, we need polo shirts, Kim, we need hats. And I try to remind them, don't forget, we're not just apparel. We do, and I hate to say all of the things because jack of all trade, master of none. But when I tell you the catalog that I have of items is infinite. So one of my top sellers, aside from apparel, obviously, is drinkware. Go in your cabinet. How many branded tumblers do you have in there?
Right.
Everybody likes an insulated cup.
12.
Exactly. And I can do Yeti brand, I can do Stanley brand, but I can do not name brand, lower price point items that are completely have been tested and are comparable to Yeti quality.
Right.
Pens, everybody loves pens. They're inexpensive. They're
so you
easy
get the
to
low
give
quality,
away.
you got the high quality, you got the mid quality. It all
everything in
depends on
between.
what people want to really buy them for.
Exactly. And what I tell people is consider me your personal promo shopper. And I know that's like a little corny, but you tell me I have a golf tournament coming up and I have...
We do.
Exactly. See? Look at that. Plug for the Chamber Golf Tournament. And I am sponsoring a hole, and I need a tent, and I need a tablecloth, and I need giveaways.
Okay.
Here's my budget.
Right.
And I can pile a deck of items and go, here's my most cost-effective tent that I sell everybody that they love. Here's a good table cover. Here's 6 different giveaway options that relate to your event, but are also within your budget. And then you tell me of that what you want. Because I don't like to send people to my website blindly, because you're going to put in pen and you're going to get 19,000 different pen options. Okay. And I don't want to look at 19,000.
What is your website?
It is 2kidspromo.com. And the word 2 is spelled out because everybody's,
so
it's not,
TWO.
it's TWOKIDSPROMO.com.
Okay.
That's me.
Awesome. You just said something about and people go to your website and they just put in pen, it could just...
It's a lot.
Right. It's overwhelming.
It's very overwhelming.
So I think what I'm hearing is when people want a item or some promotional items from you, you're actually picking up the phone, talking to them, and saying, "Hey, okay, what do you need this for? Is it personal? Is it for a golf tournament,
Yep.
et cetera, et cetera? What's your budget?" And then kind of point them in the right direction.
I will literally send you a deck of items.
Okay.
And it's 5 to 10 items.
Right.
It's not an overwhelming amount, and it's good, better, best price points. So I will put some at the bottom of your budget, and I'll put some at the top of your budget,
Right.
and everything in between. And it'll be, let's say for the golf tournament, you're giving out golf tees or golf ball shaped lip balms, or it's a fun golf tournament,
Right.
shot glasses.
Okay.
But it'll all be in there so you could see what relates to your event, but what also kind of speaks to your business, because I want to give you something that's going to relate back to your brand.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And that people are going to keep and not throw away, because
Right.
there's nothing worse than getting a promo item, giving it to somebody, and them chucking it in the back of their car, and 3 weeks later throwing it in the trash.
Right.
Because that's a waste of everybody's money.
True.
And I don't want to waste your money. I want it most bang for your buck.
Right. So you probably have a lot of repeat business.
Yes.
On,
Yes.
on a regular basis.
Especially my event-based business, because every year, that event's going to happen on October 14th, and
Right.
we're going to need beer mugs, and we're going to need wine cups and such. So start working on it in August,
Yeah.
so that we just swap out a logo, repeat the job, and
Yeah.
get it delivered.
So you can work on deals like for personally myself. You can do jobs for like the chamber, and then you probably can do things that from a corporate
Yes.
standpoint.
Yes, corporate orders. Gosh, dare I say this out loud in public? Corporate orders are easier, believe it or not. They're very cut and dry. We need
Yeah, I would think-
5,000 red lanyards. Here's our logo. Have a nice day.
Right.
Good, done.
That may, but that makes sense. Though.
Yeah.
Versus my company, I think I'll be a little bit more particular.
Yeah.
If I had spent a little bit more time on that.
But and that's the beauty of it, because I can go either way with it.
Right.
I love the corporate call-ins when they're like, we need 5,000 red lanyards. Here's our logo. Send us an
Yeah.
invoice. Boom, done. But then I'll block off an hour or an hour and a half or 2 hours to come up to Clear Title and sit and have a conversation and go, all right, here's what I think you should look at. What do you think of this? What are your preferred colors? What are your preferred brands for your polo shirts?
You're just kind of narrowing everything down.
Exactly.
Right.
And I'm happy to work with either way.
Right. Okay. Very good.
I like to help people find because a lot of small business owners also, they don't really know their brand identity yet. They had somebody on Fiverr create their logo, and they put it on some cups, or even now
Yeah.
they have ChatGPT create their logo. And I'm like, okay, well, let's find who you are as a business,
Right.
and let's market to those people, and what do they want?
True.
And it helps people really find themselves.
That's a good point.
I'm a little bit of a
Because
brand
we've
therapist.
we've done the pens, we've done the folders, we've done the cups and stuff like that. And you're like, oh, because you always try to think, who are you going to be passing this out to? So I think, but the most successful thing, I think, in my opinion, just from our business standpoint, was the cups.
Oh, yeah.
The coffee cups.
The percentage, and I don't remember the percentage,
Yeah.
and nobody wants to hear stats right now anyway, but most people who keep promotional products keep them in their kitchen.
Yeah.
So your cups, I tell my realtors, give away pizza cutters. When you're giving a new move-in kit, give them a coupon to one of our many wonderful local pizza places,
Okay.
and give them a pizza cutter.
Right.
Because what do you do when you move? You order pizza, and you don't have anything to cut it with because everything's packed in a box. So
Right.
your realtor, and they'll keep it.
Okay.
Because it'll go in a drawer, and they'll use it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So that's just a simple, like one of the ones off the top of my head. That's
Right.
super simple, very inexpensive, but has the lowest cost per impression because it's being kept and it's being reused and everybody sees it.
Awesome. So let's switch gears a little bit. Let's get into the chamber side of things.
Oh, the chamber.
Right? Why you joined the chamber? Kind of give us the itinerary of your chamber adventure. So
My
far.
chamber journey. I could write a story. When I first joined the chamber, I don't think I had any idea what I was doing. I was a new business owner, right? Like I'd been in the industry forever. I could talk promo.
So again, let me stop you right there. So you joined the chamber because of your business.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I was a new business owner. I'm like, this is what you have to do. You have to join your local chamber of commerce. But I didn't know what I was doing, right? We all start somewhere. We're all green
Sure.
and we
Yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
figure out as we go. And then I was in it a year. I didn't really get as much as I thought I was going to get out of it, and it's only because I didn't put as much as I should have put into it. You get what you put in, right? So my second year, which am I on my second year or my third? I don't even. I think
you're on your third.
I might be on my third.
Yeah.
But when I started really putting the time in, I started coming around. I would talk to Matt. I would talk to you. I talked to Nancy. I became an ambassador. I would show up at events. I was like, oh, this is great. I've made a ton of friends.
Yeah.
And I've made business connections. And it's just, I feel good as a person. Like I said at the beginning, I volunteer for everything, right? So it makes me feel good to be able to give to the community that I live in. It takes me 6 minutes to get here from my house. So I am hyper local to the chamber. So I want to give to Palm Harbor. This is where my kids are growing up. This is my town. And so I'm trying to give into it, and what I get out of it.
So you want to give back.
I do.
And explain a little bit more, because the audience is probably thinking, okay, well, maybe I'm thinking about joining the chamber.
Well, come join the chamber. We're delightful.
Why would I want to join the chamber?
Because
maybe I'm a business owner. Maybe I'm a retiree. You know, there's bookends in between that.
Well,
so that's what I'm trying to focus on. This part of the segment is why do we want more chamber members, quality chamber members?
Yes.
Because we want those people to give back
and participate. It's, well, aside from the fact that we're all very delightful people, we enjoy giving back to the community. We work with Feast Food Pantry to help our neighbors that you don't know might be struggling, and we're having food drives, and we're giving donations to them, and you're helping your neighbors' kids who are silently not eating lunch at school because their mom can't afford bread. So you want to give back to those people. And then we have downtown, where we're going to get the Purple Heart Park, which I'm super excited about. I can't wait. It's going to be gorgeous, because you have to honor our veterans that have built this community, have built this country, honestly. And they, again, are your neighbors, are your kids' grandparents, and let's honor them. And you put in the work, and it makes you feel good about where you live.
Yeah.
And it beautifies the area you live in. And we can have a robust downtown if we all just put in the work. And it's very funny that I said that, because I'm going to go back to football. I did the warm-up t-shirts for my son's football team this year, and put in the work is on the front. If you want great things, you have to put in the work.
Right.
And
I mean, it's not rocket science.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, if you look at our chamber events that we have morning, noon, and night, the people that consistently show up are most likely the ones that are consistently getting business, because it's kind of two birds with one stone, right? You're networking, but you're also giving back to the community.
Exactly.
Giving back to the chamber, showing up at events. Like yesterday, we had a business before hours, right? We went to support her in her business, Dr. Melissa Torres.
Yes, I watched her commercial again this morning.
Right. So it's that's where I think the camaraderie is really helping our chamber become better.
Yeah. And I mean, just some of the other events, it's Palm Harbor Fest. I keep calling it Orange Festival or whatever we used to call it.
Citrus
Festival. God
Citrus
bless
Festival,
it. That's another. My kids look forward to that every year.
Yeah.
And when you think it's just a small downtown fair, my kids are like, "It's a downtown fair, Mom. We have to go."
Yeah,
and I'm like,
it's
"All
a great
right."
event, though. I mean,
it's a great event.
Right.
It brings the neighbors together. You meet people. You see people all over the place that you maybe wouldn't have seen, and you guys are raising money for the community that you live in, and you're giving back to the food pantry, and you're giving back to the chamber to help build parks and take care of roads and such, and the parade too.
Yeah,
Christmas
I mean,
parade.
it's interesting. We have so many events. We have the Christmas parade, right? You talked about the Palm Harbor Fest, which is called the Citrus Festival back in the
years
day. Right?
ago.
This past year was our best event, right? It was like 70 degrees for like 3 days straight.
Beautiful.
I think we had like over 40,000 people visit that, which is like the most out of any year they've been here. I think they've been here for 15 years.
It has been.
Something like 18 years. I don't know the exact number, but then you look at our morning coffee for our community. It's at the Palm Harbor Library once a month on the first Thursday, and you talk to your dignitaries, your commissioners, law enforcement, fire department, your Parks and Rec, and so on and so forth. And you can kind of get up to date of what's going on in our community
and give them your feedback on certain things. Sometimes they don't know what they don't know.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling that you want to speak to them and not have to go through sending an email or scheduling a meeting. They're here for the community to come listen to their constituents and the people that they're working for. So come, bring your feedback.
So why'd you become an ambassador? For those that are listening, explain to me your thoughts of what an ambassador does for the chamber, because it's the next level.
It is.
It's giving back, because like we said, we just mentioned all those events. Those events just don't happen just because.
Yeah.
There's a lot of planning.
There's so much planning.
For 3-4 months, depending on how big the event is.
Depending on the event.
Right. We need volunteers. We need to talk about a lot of different things, all the moving parts. So when this event does start, it's nice and smooth.
Exactly.
So
and
that's where the ambassador is.
You put the work in up front so that when it actually happens, it's just, it all goes perfectly. I became an ambassador. I like to be involved in the things, clearly. I always tell people, if you have something to say about something, but you're not willing to step up and do anything to change it, then, maybe, I don't know how to word that without sounding like I'm from New Jersey, so I'm going to stop. But I like to be involved in the planning of things. I like to have my input heard and how to make things better. I may not know everything, and I certainly do not, but I definitely have some ideas that I would like to share and at least put them on the table. If they don't get run with, then that's fine. But at least I know that I was heard and my ideas, and some of them have been taken and run with. And I love that, because then you feel ownership and pride when you look at an event and it goes off beautifully and you're like, I did that. I was able to, that was my idea. And so you're really more invested in the improvements, because it's your work that's out there. And I like to, another reason is I go out and I talk about the chamber and I talk about how great an experience it is and how fulfilling it is to give back to my town. And I invite people all the time, come hang out with us. We're fun.
I think the interesting part about the ambassador meetings, it's kind of a round table event, if you will, right? We have them once a month.
Yes.
And we talk about, again, all the different events that are coming up, but I think more importantly, we can agree to disagree.
Yes.
Because there's certain things that maybe are probably better than I do, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And you can kind of step in and say, you know what, Kurt, it's a good idea, but we might want to try it this way, and here's why. So at the end of the day, we sit in there for an hour or so, and we're talking about all these different events. We can actually get through a lot to understand about this event that's coming up and make sure that it is, not going to say bulletproof, but it can run smoothly.
Exactly.
So,
and it is very constructive. We all do share ideas, and there's never any tension. So even if I don't like your idea, it's still like we still take it with respect, and I'm like, no, it could work.
It's not personal. It's business, and we have to look at the chamber as kind of the that's our pinnacle. We have to give back to the chamber. And we have to do it in the correct way, and I think the mannerism there is, hey, let's talk about it.
Yeah, this looks
great. We have a golf tournament coming up in December, so we need volunteers for that.
Yes.
And these volunteers need to do certain things, right? So, and Palm Harbor Fest is probably one of our biggest events, because we have so many people.
So many people.
For Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a 4-day event. You have over 40,000 people that are going to be down there. You have a humongous carnival, and you have all these volunteers, selling tickets and pouring beer and volunteering and picking up trash, and so it's a beast.
Lot. It is a beast.
It is a lot.
It's worth it in the end. At the end, when you're exhausted and you look at, you're like, this was great.
If you look at the ambassadors, those are, I think, in my opinion, those are the people you can really count on. And you can pick up the phone and say, hey, Kim, we thought about this idea, but what do you think about this? And let's talk about that next month, because we have about 3 months to this event coming up. Yes. Let's discuss it a little bit further.
Put it on the agenda.
Because it might be something that's related to promotional items that we need to kind of, maybe that will be a real good buzz for why people are really coming. Exactly. So it's just something that we need to just...
Light up wands. That's what we need to do.
Exactly. Talk through.
Light up wands.
Absolutely.
And then ultimately, eventually, when I am not volunteering for 35 other things for my kids in school, I would love to be a board member, but I just know that today...
So talking about the board member, I'm actually not on the board anymore. So what happens is...
How did I miss that?
Well, that's right. What happens is kind of like a rotation. You serve your time, and then you kind of fall off and you try to find somebody else that's going to be kind of fill your shoes, if you will. Because if you look at Palm Harbor is unincorporated, right? We don't have a city hall, so the chamber really runs a lot of different moving parts here. And so we have to have a board, and we have about 11 people that are on the board. We have a chairman, a secretary, and so on, treasurer, and so on and so forth. So getting on the board is just another layer to understanding a little more about the chamber. You really start to dive into the numbers,
the nitty gritty,
right?
If you will,
right? We don't get county money like the city halls do.
Right.
We get grants. Our events are really how everything powers the chamber. So, but I'm glad you're part of the ambassador.
I'm
see
excited.
You almost every time, so it's great. It's nice to walk in and look at all those ambassadors and go, all right, let's dive in. Let's get some things done here, right? So, but thank you for being part of the podcast.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited.
Absolutely. You want to throw out your website one more time?
Okay, it is twokidpromo.com. It is TWOKIDSPROMO.com.
Awesome. Kim?
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too, Kurt.
Appreciate you being on here.
Thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Palm Harbor Chamber newsletter for updates and the next episode. A big thank you to our trustees for their incredible support. This podcast was produced by ABS Photo and Video.